Now, Ms. Bowen, you're up.
Thanks, Chris. Hi, everyone. I'm Jolie Golden. I'm a partnership specialist with the U.S. Census Bureau. I work in Manhattan, but I serve all of the 5 boroughs. There are roughly 49 others of me in New York City, and 1,500 of us across the state. So our goal is to energize local trusted nonprofits and government entities and pretty much any businesses or anyone else who'd like to partner with us in order to help energize the count. As you may know, New York is trailing behind many other states in terms of the self-response rate. Self-response is when people respond on their own to Census 2020 before we have to follow up. Our goal is to have as many people self-respond as possible because it enables the count to be much more accurate. Because of COVID-19, we have pushed some of our deadlines, our operational deadlines. We opened for self-response on March 12th. You can respond online, by phone, or by mail. And those mailed questionnaires have come in the mail. They're coming by roughly April 30th. So if someone hasn't received one, they should receive it later this week. In terms of when you need to self-respond by, you need to self-respond by October 31st. If you don't respond by late in July, we will send people to knock on doors to follow up. That operation is starting August 11th. So that was pushed from the initial date. If you know people who were hired to work for the census, they've been fingerprinted, but they haven't started working, odds are they will start in late July, early August. You know, we are closely monitoring the situation and not inclined to put anyone in danger. So there will be new guidelines and training put out. I don't know if you're familiar, Chris, can I share the response rate map? Is it okay if I share my screen?
Yes, because you got 2 minutes. Oh no, we can't do share right now. But I can.
You can't do share? It looks like you can.
Yeah, but we want to be careful right now because I have it also on. Go ahead. Okay.
So I just pulled up our response rate map, and you can see that the national self-response is 53.2%. All of those states in blue are far outpacing us because they have already hit roughly 51%. When we click on New York, we're at 47.4%. So we need to do everything possible to get more people to respond. If you'd like, you can feel free to go and look at this map for yourself. It's on 2020census.gov, the same place where if you want to respond to the census online, if you haven't done it already or you have constituents who haven't done it, you click here and it's super easy. You can also respond without a census ID. So we mailed everyone multiple times already with a 12-digit code. If they don't have that mailer, no problem. They can just click down here if you do not have a census ID and complete the questionnaire, or they can call the phone number, which I'm happy to share. So it's super easy and available in all of these languages. Does anyone have any questions? Those are my updates. It's obviously not a full briefing on how we're counting 330 million people.
We're going to hold on to questions. Chris? Yes, this is me. We're going to hold on to questions. Want to make sure that our next speaker can speak. That would be Reggie, and then Carrie will be on behind her.
Great.
Reggie?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Just want to make sure we have, you know. Go ahead, Reg. Reg, you're on mute. Oh, thank you. I got it. I got you, Reg. There we go. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Good morning, all. This is Reggie Barron from MTA New York City Transit. MetroCard Mobile Sales. We are the outreach team for the reduced fare audience. And my update will just basically be about the essential services. Our operations are still canceled until further notice, and we are following the governor's guidelines. And as you said, Chris, we will be following his updates and his directives. So right now, MTA is operating under essential services during the coronavirus pandemic. We're operating MTA essential service to get healthcare workers, first responders, and other essential personnel where they need to go. We're running as much service as we can with the crews who are healthy and available to work. But service on many lines is limited, so I refer everyone to mta.info for up-to-date information. There is a page that has coronavirus updates. Governor Cuomo is requiring in New York to wear masks or face covering when they're out in public, okay? Please, if you're not traveling for work-related to an essential business or for personal business like a medical appointment, do not use the subway or take the bus. We need to keep our limited capacity available for people who must travel. Here's how the New York State or PAWS executive order defines essential businesses. And you'll find a link on, again, the MTA webpage. So for essential services, including any for-profit or nonprofit, regardless of their nature of the service, the function they perform, or its corporate or entity structure are not subject to in-person restriction, okay? Essential business must continue to comply with the guidance and directives for maintaining a clean and safe environment issued by Department of Health. I would, again, refer you back to the mta.info and the governor's directives for that. So now, with services details for subways and buses, they're operating with fewer crews, and as you know, the buses, they're boarding through the rear, and the subway services, again, are scaled down, and the fare are being paid on the subways. And I know the question keeps coming. They're directing all customers to the MetroCard vending machines to limit the person-to-person contact, okay? Long Island Railroad also is running with limited, they'll run half hourly or hourly service on most branches with strategically added trains during peak travel times. Access-a-Ride, we are no longer scheduling shared rides. You can still travel with a personal care attendant or guest. And in Metro North, we'll begin running on a modified schedule on the Hudson Line, Harlem, and New Haven lines. And that was as of March 27th until further notice, okay? I just wanted to bring out those salient points. There isn't any other updates that I have other than that. My program, again, was a person-to-person contact type program doing outreach. So we are not anticipated to come back. Obviously, May 15th was the governor's extension. And even that, after that, Chris will be in contact and you'll know. But I think it'll be a slow return, especially for our services as well. So that's it for me.
Thank you, Reggie. And I'll add something else later on. Carrie, you're on. I'm going to unmute you, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie Banks. You there?
I'm here. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Good. Carrie is on the phone system, but she's going to give us an update for 4 minutes, and then I'm going to do my thing quickly. If anyone has questions for anyone, let's try to make sure we can do those quickly. And because right now I want to make sure everyone has plenty of time because I want to make sure everyone has those questions. Go ahead, Carrie.
Okay, it's good to see everyone. So I just want to update you on what's going on at the library. First of all, we've gone all virtual. You can get virtual library cards. We're doing all kinds of virtual programming, particularly for children. If you go on our Facebook page, Brooklyn Family, www.facebook.com/Brooklyn Family. You'll find links to all kinds of programs and things like that. On the Inclusive Services page, we've been posting resources and articles about mental health, resources for self-advocates, all kinds of different things, and from time to time, the occasional program. I keep trying to do feel-good stories. I'm not finding many of them, but when I do, I post them. We're also, we've expanded our digital books, availability of digital books, and we're doing adult programming. Check out our blogs. All of that is available through our website, www.bklynlibrary.org. And in addition, Inclusive Services, and for those of you who don't know me, those are our services for children and teens with disabilities, and I'm in charge of those services. Inclusive Services has two programs coming up, two virtual programs. One is on YouTube, and it's with Music for Autism, and that's on Saturday, May 2nd at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're interested, shoot me an email, and I will, or go on our Facebook page. There's a link to it there, or you can go on the Music for Autism page, and that's www.musicforautism.org. I'm sorry I can't type this in chat, but I couldn't get on this morning. And then on next Wednesday, May 6th, we're having our one-to-one support session, and that's where normally people drop into the library with questions about their children with disabilities. Most of our questions focus around education, but we can answer other types of questions. This is in partnership with Include NYC. If you want to participate in this or know someone who does, we're going to be doing it by telephone. So people need to call me, and my number is 917-751-4890, and that's 917-751-4890. You can give me a call, and I can get you registered for that. So again, that's one-on-one help navigating disability systems for families with a child with a disability, child or teen with a disability. It can cover everything from glitches in virtual instruction to lapses in IEPs, placements for next year, things like that, as well as other systems. So other than saying I hope everyone is doing well and getting through this, I don't really have much to say. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Carrie, for that. I'm just going to do mine quick because, as you know, we were supposed to have the mayor's office. I don't know. He must have a computer. He's been having computer problems, as he just emailed me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my thing. As Reggie has already mentioned, you as well, Carrie, and the censors. I'm going to remind all those information is on our website. It is on our website. Everything was up to date. Like Carrie, when you have events, we already added in the emergency preparedness page. But
oh, awesome! Thank you, Chris.
Yes, and as you know, as I said this again, I will say this every time. If you have something up to date, you need to bring up, like not just event, but on training, because your library is linked. I have all 5 borough libraries combined. And right now I'm going to share this so everyone knows. This is our advisory council website. Here on the website right here, it does get you access, and you know on the bottom, you see in the bottom, rest in peace, Mr. Fischetti. What it does is it will get you, you can click it on, go on to our emergency preparedness page. It will give you all the instructions how to do to get on the page. This website this is where we need to focus on our emergency preparedness. Since then, I had corrected this really quickly. I know some of you might say I might have spelling errors. That I understand. It's, you know, it had to be rushed and quick and get it done. And so far, a lot of families, and I mean all the boroughs, and that's even the counties, have been watching, checking this out. So this is our website. Now, if a family has a problem, and this is something for you, Carrie, and Rich, and Miss Golden, if someone needs help and they're not sure, Ann knows this already because I showed her, we tested this yesterday with Ann. There's a button right here, looks like this, the contact button. Once you, it's right in the bottom saying any questions from the Brooklyn Advisory Council or the Brooklyn DD Council, click on the contact button. It looks like an envelope, and it will give you access to put your name, put that person's name, their email, their phone number, and a comment. Once you put the code in and submit it, it goes right to our email account. So this will help families to keep them busy, and we will get back to them as quick as we can. And as a reminder, as Ann Benino's here, she can bounce with me. We do check our voice messages and during the Monday to Friday every 4 to 5 hours. So we do check our voice messages, and there are times on the weekend we do check it once, just to let families know. So please let them know if they cannot reach another borough or another county, let us know. We will forward that information to that DDRO. We know there's been issues. We will help the best we can. And just to remind you all, the mayor's office has their page as well with us in the emergency preparedness page. So mayor's office with disability has their own page here with us that can help you get food, information, how to get free Wi-Fi. So you can always click on there. And if you need to reach John Nowak, you can always email him. If you need that information, please send me the email and I will forward to you. So that's all I have at this time. But there's one thing that Reggie maybe left out, one thing, which I'm going to add with the bus piece. The front is only available for accessibility for a wheelchair, cane, walker, mobile devices, and sometimes if a short person cannot get on, yes, the bus needs to be closer to the curb. If it's not, yes, you can still put a complaint in. We remind you all, and it's here as well, in our message page, because we are following as the accessibility to the MTA. Anyone has a problem not letting them on the bus, and let's make this very clear because I have to scroll down. Yes, you did see the 2020 census. We added it in to the page, everywhere on the page, to make sure people can do it. If there is a problem, we always remind you to please go to accessibility@nyct.com, which is the email address to there. Put your complaint in as well as there, or go to customer feedback. That way Reggie mentioned it's on my MTA app. Please make sure you have your email, the bus stop, the route, could be a B9 bus or an M something, any borough. The stop, as I said before. Direction could be going to Windsor Terrace, Coney Island, and a short sentence saying the driver didn't let me on, and make sure you explain that I have a wheelchair or a walker. Or having trouble getting on as well. Please make sure that's clear in a sentence. That someone will get back to you by maybe 3 to 4 business days, but it does respond to that. This has been passed around with the new accessibility to the MTA. So that's all I have at this time. Anyone else has any questions? Because now I'm going to stop recording. So this can, anyone has any questions?